It's a pleasure to enter into our davening this morning with such beautiful nigunim, beautiful melodies. I'm grateful for that way into our morning. We're very excited to have our Rabbinic Intern Aron wander with us this Shabbat, who has been teaching in a variety of settings throughout the year. And I'll invite him to introduce this morning's parasha.
Good Shabbos, everyone. Am I close enough to the mic? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, amazing. So two of the themes of this week's Parsha Hayyei are loneliness and loss. The Parsha begins with Abraham mourning the death of Sarah, who dies right in the first line. And it goes on to tell us about Abraham's efforts to engage Isaac, to get Isaac a betrothal, perhaps out of anxiety about what's going to happen to Isaac when Abraham is gone. And we meet Rivka, our second foremother, Isaac's wife. And the Torah tells us that Isaac is only comforted about the death of his mother once he meets Rivka. And perhaps we can imagine Isaac is especially devastated by the loss of his mother, having suffered such an unimaginable breach in the relationship with his father following the binding and the sacrifice, the almost sacrifice. And we learned that Isaac was in a place called Be'er L'chairoi just before he gets married. And then the Torah tells us that Abraham himself also remarries a woman named Keturah. And the rabbis and the Midrash connect these two events. They tell us that Isaac, why was he in Be'er L'chairoi? He was looking for a wife for Abraham, as if perhaps he too is worried about Abraham's loneliness, just as Abraham is worried about his loneliness. And the Torah portion ends with Abraham himself dying. And Isaac and Ishmael, two brothers who have not seen each other in a very, very long time, and perhaps will never see each other again, come together to bury him. It reminds us that in our moments of pain, our moments of grief, there may be people who comfort us we did not expect to be comforted by, people we comfort we did not expect to ever have the opportunity to comfort, never expected to want to comfort. And perhaps the Torah with this parsha is trying to tell us with urgency, with intensity, that at the end of the day, loss is real, pain is real, loneliness is real. But what we can hope for are people who care for us, a community that cares for us, and that cares for those we care for even once we're gone. So may we all find people to care for, may we all find people to care for us, and may Hashem, who is also in God's own way, also alone, care for all of us. Good Shabbos.